Imagine a factory floor in the 1980s, numbers pouring in from every machine. Yet the managers keep yelling at the workers, blaming them for defects that aren't really their fault. Donald Wheeler steps into this chaos, recognizing something most miss, a hidden story in the numbers. What if those figures aren't just random noise but clues to something deeper? As we unravel his secrets, you'll never look at data the same way again. Before you can fix a problem, you have to see what's real and what's illusion. Wheeler's first revelation: most struggles with data come from mixing up noise and signal. It's like talking over static on the radio. Wheeler tells how Alcoa's CEO Paul O'Neill used control charts to spot true problems. Instead of blaming workers randomly for defects, the company focused on reducing common causes, those everyday process variations most often ignored. This shift cut accidents and quality issues dramatically, proving that understanding variation changes everything. Think of variation like weather. Common causes are the usual daily temperature swings, not worth panicking over. But a thunderstorm? That's a special cause, something unusual to fix. Wheeler's genius was teaching organizations to listen to these signals correctly so they stop chasing shadows and start fixing real issues. Once teams grasp what kind of variation they're seeing, debates about numbers vanish. Instead of arguing over bad data, leaders share a language and focus on improvements. This clarity turns endless battles into meaningful action, a powerful cultural transformation born from understanding a simple principle. Numbers alone overwhelm. Wheeler hands you a superpower, the process behavior chart. It's not just a graph, it's a window into reality, showing if your process is stable or spinning out of control. Wheeler walks through a classic example, tracking the daily weight of a candy bar. At first, managers obsess over the average weight, but the chart shows wild swings caused by machine wear, not batch mistakes. This clear visual clues let teams tune the machines before the problem hits customers' hands. Imagine averages as a blurry photo. You can't tell if your dog's happy or hiding. Patterns, like a high-res video, reveal the truth over time. The process behavior chart turns raw data into stories of stability or chaos, unveiling when your process behaves as it should or if something's gone haywire. Wheeler highlights how empowering workers with these charts transforms their role. No more guesswork or finger-pointing. When they see the process behavior, operators become detectives, adjusting knobs, fixing leaks, and owning the quality. Data stops being a mystery and starts being their ally. Numbers spark fights unless you know the secret. Wheeler's techniques do more than analyze data, they turn conflict into collaboration. That's where real change lives. One reader shared how their monthly production report used to be a paper tiger, full of numbers no one understood. After adopting Wheeler's methods, the report became a story everyone followed. It highlighted where processes were stable or needing attention, making meetings focused and productive, not a blame game. Wheeler lays out simple rules. Don't just look at averages, watch for signals. Don't jump to conclusions based on random variation. These rules act like traffic lights for data, guiding you safely through complexity. Without them, you risk stopping at every red herring or speeding past real danger. When everyone on the team learns to read data correctly, it stops being a weapon in fights over performance. Instead, it's a compass that points to the next best action. This shift in mindset is subtle but profound, moving culture from reactive chaos to proactive improvement. That factory floor from the start? Now imagine that chaos replaced by calm. The noise and signals separated, teams cracking problems they used to fight over, reports that don't confuse but guide. Wheeler's understanding variation doesn't just teach you to read numbers, it rewires how you think about work. Try this. Next time you see a spreadsheet, ask yourself, am I listening to noise or am I hearing the story? Subscribe for more book summaries like this one.